that much contact over there. A lot of teams tend to steer clear of him. So you see on this, unless he's doing a big work on the T side, on the CT side, he's kept pretty quiet. So if they're doing a lot of mid to B plays, we were talking about it yesterday about how much of a pressure point that is no matter who you are. That doesn't change if you're EG, that doesn't change if you're Astralis.
We are ready to jump into the action. The fist bumps are in. It's our third series of the day. Strap yourselves in, tell your friends. It's time to see NiP versus EG with Henry G and Semler.
Bit of a mouthful there, Alex. Bit of a mouthful.
He's
but you
used to
managed
it.
it
Don't
just
worry.
well. Exactly, Henry.
Yeah.
That's where I was going. You see, we're already mind melded. We've had this is our second day of casting together, and we're already on the same page.
Exactly. Well then, this is quite a delectable matchup, I have to say. EG, certainly the heavy favorites, but I agree with the boys. This is the best looking NiP we've seen in some time. They'll be standing on the CT side of a very frag-heavy map, Dust2, and we've got a B split potentially here from Evil Geniuses. Smokes are down, the first headshots come through. Equal exchange for now, but Twist fighting back from CT Sport.
Yep, the smoke blocking off that CT, and Twist will find the headshot on Brehze. REZ in the mid, takes down Stan, and we still have the 2 alive here for Evil Geniuses. They eventually do break their way into the B site, but with 3 alive here for NiP and a kit as well. If they're patient, they can work their way through here with a split of their own. REZ has moved into Upper Dark, and the headshot challenge coming through. Ethan takes down Twist, so a 2-on-2. Lecro outside, and right now this is not good. What's going on with NiP is that they're just trailing in one after another instead of trying to play with the numbers game and try and charge in here. It's so hard to retake the B side on Dust2, and once again, despite the man advantage, even having some utility to use, NiP get picked off one after another, and it falls apart.
Yeah, that is bad news for an NiP fan. CeRq getting 3 kills in the pistol, the heavy-hitting AWP player, especially on Dust2, as the boys mentioned, he has looked fantastic on this map since Stanislaw joined their ranks. They take the pistol. I think that was a much-needed victory for NiP there. And what's the call for the second round? Looks like a full eco. 1 smoke for the mid doors, just to kind of distract the T's and not give away any information as to where they may be stacked. They're going to be pushing towards short, but looks things boosting players up. They've only got the default pistols, and they could hold this position, which looks likely. Very ambitious shot for REZ here with the USP. We'll see if he can do anything with it. Few shots exchanged, but no damage done.
They got USPs. Come on, take the fight with your Kriegs.
Win.
There you go. That's what you get for using a Krieg.
It's a dirty weapon, Samuel. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. But
We
it's
used
here
to have
stay.
those back in the day. You know, Zeus's was another one that I despised. Anders loved it just because he used to see how much it pissed me off.
Yeah, he loves all that stuff, though. Anything that's not supposed to be in the game, he really encourages.
He's all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Hasn't changed today. Wow, they've taken a lot of damage, though, EG. 2 of them fairly low. Brehze going to catch 4, is getting greedy down at long, so man advantage recovered here for Evil Geniuses. But once again, USPs, Brehze and Tarik are at risk. If they get caught, they will go down. Nice spot there from Tarik. But again, he's low, and if Lecro and REZ peek him together, it could get dicey. Right now, it's looking like REZ is trying to bait him into an angle here, Tarik, but eventually they're going to peek together, and there's the headshot. Bringing it back to a 3-on-3.
Okay, this is the full eco, and it's actually looking like NiP have a bit of a say in this one. With Brehze low as well, the cross will be fine considering they're just against the USPs. If a scout was in that position, they could be in a lot of trouble. But the bomb should be planted. That should be the round. But saying that, a Krieg has been recovered. A Galil has been found. And Lecro, he's gunning for a few more kills here. He's got a smoke available as well if he wants to use out the catwalk to gain them access towards that A site. CeRq hasn't missed many shots so far. We'll see if he can continue it, but it's Lecro to strike first. A full eco victory now on the cards.
Sick. And with that, with the Krieg, it's great. If Stanislaw tries to challenge it along, he's going to get picked off. The advantage here for NiP. One after the other, they take the fight, and eventually they will go for the pick. But there's a smoke down. Lecro, he can get on that bomb, but they're going to try and force Stanislaw into the open. Stanislaw trying to put some shots through, hoping to get it in there. Already the defuse is coming through now, though, for Ninjas in Pajamas. A hard eco, and they're not going to do it. NiP. There's the defuse.
That's kind
hard
of wild.
Eco. Clutch win. Let's go.
You don't see too many of those, and that's going to be a gut punch to the EG players there.
They're not looking too pleased.
Yeah, certainly not. They just lost to USPs in 1 smoke. That was it. REZ, this is the shot I wanted to bring up. How did he make that work? So precise. Brilliant stance from him. Really enjoyed that sequence. Manages to get, 3 kills in total? Did a lot of damage there and wins the round. It's going to have to be the force buy in response here from EG. We've got 1 scout and a Galil, and now they'll presumably slow the pace right down and see if they can open things up with Brehze's rifle. That's about all they have to work with here. CeRq and the scout is good, but it's not exactly a high-impact weapon against Twist, who's got the AWP.
But isn't that a painful loss, right,
That's
Henry?
the worst.
Because they didn't go rushing in anywhere.
Nope.
They didn't even do the mistake that you usually see that costs you an anti-eco by running in close quarters where maybe you can get pounced on. They were spread out. They were trying to take it slow, and still NiP beat them.
It was just a superb round for the Ninjas, I have to say. That was just really, really well done. REZ goes above and beyond expectations there. He's one of the hottest aimers in Sweden, and when he delivers, it's a scary prospect, that's for sure. For now, though, EG making their way towards the B side. They've got 4 players towards the tunnels. You can see Stanislaw setting up. I think there's a smoke for the B doors, actually. Do the run throw with this one. There he goes. That should go in the B doors to set his teammates up. We'll see if that lands. Indeed, it does. And that means you have to worry about the doors when you make your way through. Plopski with the first, though, trying to gun them down against these pistols. He'll be good for a couple. Forrest is holding the door strong, but still the trades come through. It's a 3-on-2 for an IP. Bomb yet to be planted.
They will be able to recover some guns. Galil picked up by CeRq. Stan could trade off that scout for a rifle. And once again, it's a difficult position now for NiP. If they could take advantage of the bomb getting planted. This is a 1v1. Lekro hesitating, perhaps not wanting to get baited out, but that was a 1v1 situation for Lekro, and he's going to get his head taken off by Stanislaw, who is holding the doors. 2v2 now, and EG are the ones with the advantage here. NiP out of utility, out of grenades. CeRq still has 1 grenade, but at this point, you don't really want to go for it. Instead, it's going to be Twist picking him off. CeRq holding close to the door. He's going to trade positions. Straight on out, hoping to pull a fast one on Twist. 1v2. REZ decides to just charge in. Bold.
Well, considering the position of the bomb plant there, they knew they had a massive advantage. There was nothing that CeRq could really do at that point. Trying to catch the AWP off towards the window doesn't work out for him at that point. REZ can strike, protect the defuse. They've got the kits available, and NiP are really on their feet at this point. EG surely take the eco now. They can afford a partial buy with around $3,000 per player. There's a deagle for Brehze, and they can certainly win these sort of rounds as well. So you're not out of the woods just yet. If you're an NiP fan, you see a couple of smokes. We get 3 flashbangs there as well. So we'll call this one a partial buy, even though there's 1 set of Kevlar there, but P250 for Stanislaw. And I would assume they're trying to make their way up towards short and get a plant down. There's the Xbox smoke. It's the most common place to try and get a bomb planted if you are in these sort of situations with no money. Stanislaw to lead the charge. They avoid the utility for now. Trying to bait out as much as you can. And that's valuable going forward regardless. If you can get the CT to drop their incendiaries, their smokes, that's money out of their pockets still.
Yeah, that's a lot invested, actually. Already early on here from NiP and EG, just now making their way up to top. Short's going to get smoked off, though, from the site. And this is a default sort of scenario here for NiP. Spread out along long. And just waiting to see where Evil Geniuses are going to show themselves. They have yet to see anybody here for NiP, so they have to be careful. They could be walking into a stack, and they know it. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Lekro has even changed up his positioning, not holding on the site itself, holding close cat. Interesting. Now the smoke goes in. He's just waiting. Yep, there's Incendiary. Could back off, but instead he's going to be ready and waiting as they try and charge down. Lekro goes down too. Eventually falls at the hands of Ethan, but Forrest is there to stabilize. Stanislaw is gone. CeRq now on the site and alone. Bomb is dropped into CT as well. Oh, nightmare. No way does he pull that off at that point. 1v3.
Yeah, they were trying to get that bomb planted, but it's Ethan that had the C4 on his back. He was at the very back of the pack as well, so not really much can be done there. Solid hold from NiP, but this is where the gun rounds really begin now. A plethora of Kriegs. You can see 3 of those come through, and a couple of Galils as well, so EG not really feeling 100% just yet. They do need the AWP on CeRq ASAP. He could have actually afforded one there. You can see he spent just shy of $5,000. It would have been a glass cannon AWP. I think that's justified on a map like Dust2, because NiP, they don't necessarily have a history of having amazing AWPers. Twist is very good, but it's always Forrest backing him up. We'll see if this is going to be where they can actually start taking a massive lead here. Great aggressive play here from REZ. Fantastic flashbangs. You can see Tarik didn't stand a chance, and he was isolated by himself. Twist, though, absolutely destroyed by the Krieg. Such a powerful rifle in the right hands, and Ethan brings it back to a 4-on-4.
He didn't even see him. Oh, now spots REZ out as well. Krieg on Krieg action. REZ loses the fight. Ethan going to pull out ahead and give his team the man advantage now. And they have long control as well for EG. So you still have, exactly, Brehze holding in lower dark. He's going to get spotted, and Brehze wins the fight again. Plopski gets picked off. Down to 2 players here for NiP. When it was looking so good, they had the tempo going their way. Evil Genius is fighting right back.
Yeah, that's the tag team combo. Brehze and Ethan, they're so unbelievably good in terms of the individual mechanics, especially that Krieg. They really thrive on a high-fragging map like Dust2. You can see that brutal aim and awareness shining through. Stanislaw calling a very patient and conservative setup here. They've got a 4-on-2 advantage. Just waiting to see what the reactive play from NiP is at this stage. They currently have 1 player towards middle and 1 inside the B side. That's going to be Forrest with the AWP. So A is wide open, and at this point, EG will make their way towards that bomb side. So perfectly done so far. A bit of a hiccup losing to full eco, but looks like they're back on track at this point, winning with 3 Kriegs and 2 Galils. They haven't won just yet, but it's looking very good considering the A site is completely open for business.
Yeah, and I really like this approach from NiP. This is the correct play. Instead of being just one alone, just stack up on a site. If they come to you, great, you can take the fight to them, and maybe you clutch it out. And if not, you hold on to your guns. There's still a little bit of money on Lekro, and REZ has got 49.50 in the bank. So again, as it is common to see now in the new CS, they will be able to buy Henry.
The new CS. The new and improved Counter-Strike Global
Let's not go
Offensive.
too far.
It's different. I'll say that much.
It is coming back into this now. I had watched matches, but it's when you start watching matches back to back and you start seeing the influence of the new money system.
The trends as well. Yeah.
It's definitely an eye-opener here. It's a different game. It's a different game
really
from what I came up with, that's for sure.
Yeah, with the Org getting the buff originally, that's what the catalyst for the big change, and the Krieg came into it as well, and then the Org dropped off for sure, but until the Krieg does as well, I feel like we are stuck in this kind of interesting situation.
What happened to when, and this is just hypothetical, right? But like, what happened to the gentleman's agreement? When the AUG was buffed into a laser beam that you could just snipe everybody across the map with,
that was unreasonable.
The pros agreed not to use it.
Sure,
so
no, you're absolutely right.
Why are the pros not?
Because oh my god, is that how Ethan did it?
He just pre-fired that.
He did him dirty.
Yeah, that's brutal.
That wasn't fair. Yeah, he even knows he's like that. That's just not fair. Wow. What can he say about that one? 3-2, and we'll see now. Round 6 coming in. It's going to be still that double orb setup for NiP. CeRq, he'll have his weapon as well. He drops down from the T-spawn position, looking for any challenging CTs. You don't see many of those these days. Xbox smoke will be down, and Ethan makes a fast approach towards the short position. No one there on the CT side, but they are rotating back from long. That's the usual stance. Get towards long, deny the long push at the very beginning of the round, and then pull back and try and take control of the catwalk position. Twist, he fails to jump twice. Hope it doesn't cost him his life. Finally gets up, looks like he's fine. But does he know a player's already there? Fires off a shot.
A little bit of a diversion being created over here on the B site from Tarik in the meantime. So he's trying to draw some attention, trying to force some utility out of NiP, and he gets just that. That's the incendiary baited. NiP, thinking that perhaps the B site was about to get hit right there. They've used a valuable nade. They only have 3 flashes left, NiP. One of them on Forest. He is posted up on Plateau B. And it is looking like that's where EG want to wind up here. A minute on the clock, so they could still pull out if they need to. But they are gathering up in upper halls now.
We've seen plenty of contact B plays on Dust2. This is a beautiful fake. I love this. This is a Stanislaw special. 2 smokes towards long. And unfortunately for them, Forest is ready and waiting. They're trying to take him down, but he's played it so well. The bomb gets dropped. It's 3 for Forest. The AWP looks so strong at the back of that platform, but still in the round. EG will be able to fight back here. They're going to try and crunch towards the B side, but great awareness from NiP. They are looking very good right now. Can Forest close things out against CeRq? He absolutely can. What a fantastic round for one of the true legends of CSGO there.
Showing that he still got it.
He definitely does,
Still has it. And it's been in the beard, I think. You know, it's just as it keeps getting bigger and bigger, the power is coming back to Forest, and that's just what happens.
Is that why you grew on as well?
Oh, wow. You know, I was just naturally powerful.
This is naturally powerful.
This is just OP.
I don't even have the option, to be honest. So imagine how powerful I would be with a beard, but we'll never know. Forest, though, that is absolutely wonderful.
I can see a little goatee going on. You
I can do the goatee. That's it. When we do Movember, all I can do is the goatee, and it's not really the same thing. And it goes a bit coppery as well, unfortunately. Anyway, back into what we were talking about. What we should be talking about, I suppose.
Henry now on the stream.
We do have the AWP for CeRq, of course. The scout for Tarik, and then a few bits and bobs to go with it. Brehze with just a deagle. I say just. He is one of the most phenomenal deagle users on the entire planet. So watch out for that. Twist looking confident now. Forest showed him how it's done. Maybe he can replicate that form.
Twist has always had that potential as well in him. Always struggling to find a home, this guy, but it finally seems like he's settled into NiP.
Yeah, that's such a good point. I thought he'd sabotage his own career potentially, but not joining the correct teams. Like, it was like 2 years, he just went with nothing, and then it's good to see him finally living up to expectations.
Yeah, that's the thing, exactly. He's always had it in him. It's just like, oh no, I'd rather play with friends instead of actually compete.
Yeah.
And that just holds you back, buddy. You know, you need to be... It seems like he's finally made the decision to commit.
Yeah.
So here we have him on NiP.
I decided not to cast with friends a long time ago, and that's how we got to this position, to be honest with you.
See what you mean.
Yeah.
5v4 for NiP. And Evil Geniuses gathered up once again. They are doing a good job. They're not really doing the Shoxy where they're like, hey, go and chill out on the other side of the map and try and get something done. They are grouping up together here, EG. And so they're really trying to bring the firepower to bear. Twist on the site. Gets the peek, looking for the shot, hits it. He gets his one, looking for another. Ethan is just too quick with that Krieg. Lekro on the flank quick, though, comes in, brings it back to a 2-on-3. NiP still with the man advantage, and they've got the grenade advantage as well. Lekro, as the smoke clears, picks him off. And Ethan now, last man alive here, has to hold it on his own, and that's going to be it. Lekro with the headshot, triple kill for him in the round, and NiP They keep it rolling, Hank.
When they look sharp, they look extremely sharp. That's great from NiP. They're such a streaky team that sometimes they can look very flat and average, but right now they're really giving it to EG, one of the hardest hitting teams in terms of individual mechanics. I'd say that they're right up there with the very best, maybe the best in terms of skill.
Look, I found a picture of Forrest.
There he is. That's actually quite nice, isn't it? What we got going on here? We've got
our blonde, you know, a little bit maybe, but
yeah, exactly. Maybe a baseball cap on there as well. Either way, though, EG, they're going to have to take the old classic Mac 10 CZ purchase and make their way towards B-Town.
When did this become classic?
Yeah, the iconic setup here. We are going to see a nice smoke. We're going to head towards CD Swan. I love that. That's beautifully flown. Good arm on him. And we'll see them make their way through middle, going for the fast B split here.
Nicely done here, Forrest. He knows there's more. Misses the follow-up, though, and that's going to cost him his life. Quick play here from Lekro, though. Catches him looking the wrong way. Pushes through the smoke. 2 down for Evil Geniuses, 2 left alive out on the B site, and they line up. Don't even mean to, but Plopski, easy 2 for him, and that is a 6-2 scoreline so far in favor of NiP. They are looking solid here on the CT side of Dust2.
I'm really impressed. They're keeping up individually. They seem to have great awareness as to what's coming towards them. They're using the double AWP setup, which is the most effective, in my opinion, on the CT side of Dust2. And like I said, NiP, it's a point we didn't really get to talk about. Historically, they've never really had a mainstay AWPer. They've always had Forrest who can pick it up. They had Pith for a while. They could kind of dabble with it, but they never had a solid AWPer like Twist. And now Forrest who can bring out the cavalry with the secondary AWP. It's actually a pretty decent overall package now in NiP. It's a promising team.
We never mentioned Fifth Line.
Well,
never mentioned Fifth Line.
Love Robin, but don't want to get into that right now.
No, he was a man who threw himself on his own sword. He was, I will take this bullet for the team. He was a team player to the core. But you're right, that has always been a trend, or at least a story with NiP.
Sure.
Who carries the AWP for the team.
Yeah, and they always had to mix it around, and it always is a compromise, I think would be the most operative word there. But either way, we've got Kriegs again for Evil Geniuses. You do see a lot of kills actually these days through the mid doors with Kriegs somehow, and it's a lot of damage to Plopski as he makes his way through. But this is the Counter-Strike you want to see. NiP are being dynamic. They're assertive with their approach here, and it's going to be a nice shot from Twist, but he's the one that takes the damage down to 50 HP. Same story for his teammate here. The 2 young guns will be...
That is such a nasty one, though.
It is.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
No, it's okay. You can do
that boost where it's a one-way almost.
Sure. And it's because of those horrible angles that can be presented either side. Tarik, though, I think he's on 1 and 8 right now. He's having a bit of a rough one. He's quite an emotional player as well, so he'll like to get into this one ASAP, but Forrest just drags him out of it once again. Down he'll go, first player to be dropped, and that's going to be quite a clean kill. Good follow-up smoke as well. The teamwork is really shining for NiP. They're making sure that no man is left behind. Every interaction has a teammate. They're using the buddy system in every single instance. It's really nice to watch right now. It's
a great point to make. When you have those nades, the teammate's always there to bail you out.
Yeah, because you'd expect a trade, right? They'd be flashing you off and trying to get you back. But you drop that smoke, it nullifies any attempts they've got of even getting the kill in response.
But again, EG, they're grouping up. Stan, this is the same way that they hit B last time, where they leave Stan in mid and then leave it to the guys in upper. So we'll see if it pans out here, or if NiP are going to adjust to that and start picking up on the fact that Stan likes to chill out here. He's been spotted by Forrest this time, it looks like. So this time they will be aware. There will be no flank for Evil Geniuses. It's going to be down to the main guys pushing the site itself.
Forrest is a savage right now. When he gets going, it's such a beautiful thing to watch. 5 on 3, and they have to go towards B. 20 seconds remaining. Plopski, he's getting at least one here, let me tell you. Even with the Kriegs ready and waiting, they've got such a strong setup. He peeks right now. He's going to get at least a headshot. He can duck right down again. There's the first, not quite. Forrest will have to respond here, and he's doing such good work there. Forrest is just on a tear. 4 more kills for him. Takes his total up to 16. We've only played 9 rounds. That's insane.
It's a sick performance from Forrest. But also, I got to ask you, Henry, what do you got against Plopski? Why you just got to throw him under the bus like that? He's got to get at least one.
I afforded myself. I never put myself out there. This is the time.
On the other side.
I know. That was a blunder. I did myself in there. But Forrest, he did EG, and that was unbelievably good. Like I said, 9 rounds of play, 16 kills. That's absolutely unbelievable. He looked back at the Berlin Major, the worst tournament of his entire career. It looked like he was done. He was going to be dropping off next. He will be the next player to go, the last legend with NiP, but he's still here, delivering against one of the world's best. It will be a long approach here with the partial buy. Lots of damage being inflicted on either side, but REZ will come out on top with the Krieg once again. Can't find the second. 3 on 3, and a chance to plant here potentially.
Tarik is disgusting, though, with that. That was such a sick shot. Now Twist is in a world of hurt. He does have a teammate here to back him up, though. Forrest, Johnny on the spot, Krieg of his own, gets greedy and peeks into Ethan, who's picked up a Krieg in the meantime. What is it with these teams and pistols at this point? Because they are just giving him up. Now this is all on. Does he feel it? No crowd to give it away here.
That's a very good point. You'd hear all the rumbles of the crowd at this stage, but Plopski's surely got him here. Great shot from Ethan, but now down to the 1 versus 1. Twist the AWP, 22 HP, and the mind games really begin at this point. I dare say he's been looking at T-Spawn. Yeah, absolutely. He'll watch for this cross. If he hits this shot, it's going to be wild. He does, but it doesn't quite take him down. 20 HP, and at this point there, at an even keel, Brehze will continue his approach towards B, but does he know that Twist will be picking up a rifle at this point?
I like it. Good job here on Twist. Kit and a rifle, and now they're giving themselves the best shot. It is 22 HP on Twist to 20 HP on Brehze. And on opposite sides of the map, so this is really going to suck for Twist. He's going to have to hightail it. It didn't break his way this time. He hit the shot, but without the info to know where he needs to go.
Yeah. The problem is, down and long, he couldn't really be further away if he tried. That's going to be difficult now to recover. But you only need to land one bullet. If you had a flashbang, you'd have a solid chance. It doesn't really matter with the weaponry here. Brehze, as we mentioned, a fantastic deagle user. Just has to get a bullet in his general direction. He'll win the round. He's got the advantage of having the bomb planted as well. He can cover himself behind the Xbox here. We'll see if there's any chance that Twist can win this one. It's going to take a bit of a pre-fire. Timing looks pretty good for Brehze. It's a headshot. It's clinical in the end. And finally, a bit of luck in favor of the North Americans there. It's going to be 7-3, a much-needed round, considering from what we've seen this year, Dust2 is incredibly T-sided.
They can just barrel on through. So you heard the hype there.
Yeah.
We heard the hype, at least, that Evil Geniuses, just started to make some noise. They knew that that was a key round to win. Big clutch. And again, these teams are winning with pistols.
Sure.
Might as well just throw the rifles away, boys, and just get in there with the pistols every round at this point, because you guys are playing a totally different game when you're doing it. It is changing things up.
Here comes the old, well, I should say the new money system. You can see NiP after losing a single round, they're now the ones who are in dire straits, and there's plenty of cash for EG as they'll be making their way through towards short. Twist, single AWP setup this time. He'll be removed very quickly, trying to play towards short once again. NiP starting to lose their momentum at this point. EG can just put the brakes on. They've got plenty of utility. They have 5 players up, all with rifles, and you can see just waiting for CT reactions here. That's all Dust2 CT sides are about, really. If you lose real estate like Shaw, you lose the first pick, you do need to consider your options and how you're going to regain territory and maybe get a kill in return.
Clever here from Forrest. Not an uncommon spot, but he is going to play it safe this time around. They're down a man right now, NiP, and they're kind of banking on the A site once again. And it's looking like that's where Evil Geniuses are going to wind up going as well. Forrest will be close by. There's a man's Rez on the point itself, and Lekro's got Longhouse locked off. Brehze's hanging around over there. With these Kriegs, though, this is brutal. Once they start working their way up long, there's going to be very few places for the Ninjas to hide, and already bailing out of it. Forrest through the smoke takes down Ethan. That's a big start. So bracket to a 4-on-4. Now Forrest wins duel versus Tarik. Forrest is just murdering him. Unbelievable. Forrest, 2 headshots, just snuffs this push on his own. Rez trying to put up a fight. He eventually falls, but Forrest is going to get back in the mix. And Forrest, another quad kill for Forrest.
20 kills with 11 rounds played. This guy is on fire. We'll see whether he can continue this streak because it's unbelievable right now. It looked like that round was going to fall away from them. Considering they lost that first pick, it was very calm and controlled from EG, but still, he applies so much pressure here. The headshots are just so brutal and precise. You can see Twist, he can't even believe it. How have you done that? Have you pulled that one off? Wow. Either way, and we'll have to be the force by once again. This time with an AWP for CeRq, who currently sits on 6 kills. Not exactly having a stunning performance so far. Quite early days here, but they've already lost the T side here on Dust2. Ambitious from Forrest, maybe a bit carried away at this stage, but knows he's up against a little bit heavier artillery than they expected now. He'll fall back with 32 HP.
You see that they saved 3 Kriegs? Do we need an up? Nah, it's fine. Got Kriegs.
Exactly.
It's all good.
The Krieg will prevail.
Always seems to be doing just that these days. First, a little bit of pressure out through the mid here. See, crossfire is established between Lekro and Plopski. Forrest is going to chill out on plateau, but EG just, getting a bit of map control here. I like this. Made sure that nobody pushed Longhouse. They've got cat control now as well. That's going to keep Ninjas guessing, and it is going to bait Plopski a little bit further out onto the ramp. And if he peeks into this, CeRq will be there to punish. With an AWP, he won't get out of it intact. But it smokes all over the place right now, so they're really trying to sell this, Evil Geniuses. All over the place. NiP don't really know where they're coming from.
Well, it looks to be the B approach here. They have 1 player in the tunnels. That's going to be Stanislaw with the Deagle. He has no utilities. This really is down to the 4-man unit. towards the mid area right now. Plopski with the Krieg. We know how powerful this can be, but he's got to fend off the sniper rifles here. Takes a bullet through the door, down to 56 HP. Needs some backup now. He has got Forrest in the back with the Krieg. Nice timing, but surely going to be dropped in return here. It's the Glock that does most of the fragging as Ethan and Stanislaw make the pistols work here. They've got a chance to get the bomb planted. As you already mentioned, one of the most notoriously difficult bomb sites to retake in all of CSGO. CeRq misses the shot, but still will live to tell a tale.
But the bomb was dropped on the ramp, Henry.
Oh, God, you're right. 10 seconds.
On the ramp. 8 seconds left. This is the must win. REZ gets it. Twist takes the win on Stanislaw, but with that kill on REZ there, that is everything for the NiP. Just a break there.
That's insane.
It looked like everything was going the way for Evil Geniuses, and then somehow the bomb gets forgotten behind.
Yeah, they got the 2 kills of the pistols. The hard work was done, but the bomb was dropped. 5 Kriegs for EG, 9-3 down. This is not the team we've seen this year. Tarik can't even find a single frag. Brehze not doing much better. 2-12 for Tarik, 4-10. On a map like Dust2, those are the names you want at the very top, to be honest with you. They had a great start, managed to win that pistol, but then as soon as they got E-code, that's when things start to fall apart at the seams, it seems.
That really rattled them. Now, well, it is looking like a little bit more of a straightforward approach here. Just gather up an upper and run out onto the B site. YOLO.
Well, it's a classic approach. When all else fails, go for a contact play through this B smoke.
Oh, that nade, though. That H did so much damage. Forrest with a spray down on 2. Still a man alive on the site, though. Plopski is here if he plays this patiently. They've taken so much damage on the side of EG. It is definitely not going to be a tough one for him. Yep, Plopski picks up the first one. CeRq is out. Ethan's going to be here. He's got the Krieg. Plopski is playing with fire, though. Trying to play around the smoke, and Ethan not going to be caught off guard by that. He knew where Plopski was coming from. So a 2-on-2, and Evil Geniuses with the aggression have now opened things up for themselves here. Bomb is on the site this time. Happy to say.
Yeah, that's a good sign going forward. They will get a plant down here, but look at the residual utility for NiP. Incendiary, smokes, flashbang. They can smoke the tunnel. Molotov towards the back right of the platform. Flashbang over, trying to bait out any sort of information they can. Looking towards the big box right now. There's a smoke towards the tunnels right now. You expect the incendiary to go towards the platform and towards big box as well. This is looking lovely. Ethan will get moved out of position. He's taking a lot of damage there. Have to sit on the bomb site itself. Luckily for him, it's a retake with the AWP, but still looking so strong. NiP. This is the best looking Dust2 I've seen from them in a very long time.
That was clinical.
Yeah.
That is how it's done. When you have the nade superiority, you have the 2 teammates together, you're not getting pressured. Chuck all the nades. Make full use of them. Don't just run in there like it's DM.
Yeah.
Try and set up so you have a little bit of an edge at least to work with. That was beautiful from NiP. That puts them in double digits on the CT side of Dust2, 10-3.
The pick of EG as well, just to note.
Yeah.
We have the NiP Classic coming up next with Nuke as well. They have looked great on Nuke recently.
This is, it seems to be the must pick for them. Whenever they get the chance, they're going for it. But if Evil Geniuses lose this map and they're going to Nuke next, we could be looking at NiP just clearing through today, 4-0. That would be beast.
That would be. I'm enjoying this game. Even though it's a landslide, the context of this matchup, this is still a really exciting game. EG are going to be tested here. They're tenacious enough to bring this one back, but they're not ready for REZ in the blue box. They overlook him, and it's going to be 3 clean kills. Not one person checked it. It's one of the most overlooked positions in the entire game, it seems, as Ethan left in a 4 versus 1. Unbelievable scenes.
Oh, Plopski, though. Plopski getting aggressive, and Ethan's got the bomb. So with Plopski, if he gets caught here, that opens up the B site. Ethan doesn't have any way of knowing that, obviously, and NiP is looking like they're realizing, okay, hold on, we need to spread back out here. But he may just catch him completely off guard. Yep, it could not be easier. Takes his time, lines it up, does not want to miss that shot.
Yeah, that's a very good point. You don't want to miss those ones. They're the ones that haunt you for the rest of your life.
We all know how that feels.
Yeah,
it's always the one you got to hit 100%, and you whiff it, and the guy who does a 180 headshot whips around.
I don't know what it is about this position. I've said it maybe 6 times this year. It's like the blue box probably going to be overlooked, and it always is, and it leads to a few frags. Like everyone's so fixated with the pit and the corner position that they always just take a blind eye towards the blue box, and they're really punished for it. REZ feeling himself right now.
It's wild, though. They keep buying.
They
just don't. There is no such thing as an eco now, right? Even a half buy so far. It seems like they just fully commit each time. Evil Geniuses.
They've dug themselves a hole so deep they just have to keep going at this stage.
It's the last round, obviously. It's the last round. That's silly.
Yeah.
But I mean, there it really is. It's just it doesn't feel like there's. We've had like what, a couple of rounds of pistols in the entire first half.
It's almost the ego of EG. They know how good they are individually. They think we'll win a round with Deagle. They have won a round with Deagle so far, but it's like we'll win a round with a couple of rifles and pistols. It'll work out. We'll get one and then we'll start rolling. They keep thinking that it's going to happen for them, but it's just not. NiP are just a brick wall. 23 kills for Forrest. No one's putting out that fire anytime soon.
He's looking excellent. Opening shot here with the scout. Let's see. Do we get a tag? No tag. So tough break there. It's been a bit of a slow, rough game there for CeRq as well. Hasn't really been racking up the kills. Kind of been struggling to get the snipers in play. We'll go back to the boost that was effective so far on this map, but this time nobody from NiP challenging aggressively on Catwalk. They haven't really needed to. Now it's Twist with the delay on the op. This is later in the round. Taking risks. But NiP are expecting this to be a B play, and, well, Stan's got the right call here. Head up Catwalk, it looks like, for Evil Geniuses, and just go cascading onto the A site. Twist heard it.
Oof, he can hear what he likes, but can't avoid the bullets. A side pretty much completely open now. You can see they have one player, and that's going to be REZ down towards long. If you had the Krieg, I'd say maybe he stands a chance, but only the M4A4, he can't deny this plan. But it is the last round. You can be calm on these retakes towards A. They don't have a massive weaponry advantage here, as EG will lock down the short position. They have one smoke remaining and a Molotov in a 5 versus 4.
And they still have long, so all they have to focus on really is Catwalk and getting through CT. It's going to be tough, though. This is the last incendiary used by Evil Geniuses. One's going to get thrown in there by Force, trying to force Evil Geniuses back towards Catwalk. Plopski is here, flashes in. Electro trying to back him up as well. They don't seem to realize that Plopski is there, so Plopski will get the trade 1-for-1. But they're ready for him, and Evil Geniuses get the lockdown on that A round. So solid work there from Evil Geniuses. That closes the half, 11-4 in NiP's favor. But at least Evil Geniuses, they don't go down without a fight, Henry. We've still got the second half coming up right after this break. And we are back with NiP on your screens. First half of Dust2 has been finished with NiP crushing EG 11-4 on the CT side. This is EG's map pick as well. Nuke, NiP's map pick for the second one, is coming up after this. But Henry, we've seen some comebacks today. Not going to lie. We've seen a few comebacks. It seems like that's more of a trend these days than anything.
I was about to get carried away with myself, but you've reeled me back in. And you've made me realize that we are in 2019. CSGO is in a struggle. It's a very weird position, and there's a good chance that EG just come back and take this to overtime, to be honest with you. But we will see. If NiP continue the performance they were putting down in the first half, they've got a very good chance of taking the map pick of EG here. They obviously swim over to the T side now. We'll see Plopski and Forrest with the utility. Forrest with a PT50 as well. Give that man whatever he wants at this stage. 23-8. That is unbelievably good. They're going for a long take here. Forrest with the flashbang over. As he set his teammates up nicely. No CTs there to receive it, but they've got decent territory on the map to kick things off. CT's focusing on the push towards short. REZ needs to be very careful here. He's got 2 USPs looking towards that position. He hits one straight in the head. Tarik, he has had a rough game so far. He cannot catch a break.
That is actually a real thing.
Yeah.
He just had the hardest game every time. It's like Gratisfaction yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
By default, you start the round with 50 HP. Well, Tarik right now, it's just he can't catch a break. CeRq's up on the A site right now. He's going to be peeking long with that USB. He's going to be the one bringing the pain. NiP need to face him together.
No way.
Exactly. They face him together, overpower him with the firepower from the Glocks. We'll get a boost here from Stanislaw. Tarik helping out every way he can, and there's a kill. So we're back into a 4-on-4. But NiP are going to get the bomb on the site, and they will get it ticking.
Yeah, you got REZ patrolling the long position as well. Ethan is so good at this USP. Well, Plopski even given an opportunity. Still has the flashbang available. He wants to use that before he swings ideally. Lucky to be alive there. Flash is coming through now. Ethan aggressive. It has to dodge that flash. The CT's making their way up towards the ramp here, but it's still NiP finding the headshots here. Twist not going down about a fight. All the kills going in favor of NiP. It's pretty much a clean sweep there. They drop a single kill in the entire pistol round, and EG are in a lot of trouble now. On the CT side, I'm not sure if you want to be force buying straight away. They've made the decision. They're going for scouts here, 5-7s, and this is pretty much it. They lose this round, they'll be 13-4 down, which will lead to 14-4 with a full eco after that.
Yeah, it's a rough one here. This is the map pick for Evil Genius as well. Keep repeating it, but that is not how you want to be starting a series where you just get blasted on your own map.
The context of this matchup, no one really has faith in NiP anymore, you know, and EG, like the hot shit of CSGO at this point.
Like, good way to put it.
Yeah, you really want to... Oh my goodness, Twist has mowed them down through the smoke. It's going to be a 5-on-3 before this one even kicks off. They are an absolute tear.
Everything is breaking for NiP sometimes. Sometimes this is how it goes down, guys. You can't make a wrong decision. You're hitting all your shots. It just feels good. And EG, this is the one where you got to grit your teeth and take it. So, Ethan backing off to the B site. He's got a Kevlar helmet. He's got a Deacon smoke. So, might as well try and save those. We'll see if NiP, and really, NiP, just let him save it. Forrest, don't even get too aggressive here.
No, Forrest can do what he likes. Forrest wants to go for, like, he wants to get 30 kills in under 20 rounds. That's what he's aiming for here. That was unreal from Twist.
I'm fine with Lecro hunting him. Everybody else has got a rifle. Oof.
Yeah.
See, REZ, there's one rifle gone.
Yeah, he is unbelievable with the Deagle. You might just want to let him keep that, but they're not going to. Plopski, decent shot there. And as I mentioned, it's 13-4 now. They have to be full eco at this stage. Now, NiP did win a full eco on their CD side, but that is not a sustainable approach. That's not going to happen. That's like 1 out of 20 times that'll work out. It's a bit of an anomaly. And we'll see now if EG can do anything with it. It's the same setup. One smoke for the doors, and then they can stack towards short, long, or B.
We did see this work in the past. Henry.
Yeah, we've seen it plenty. Like, it's a weird thing this year with CSGO. Like, the full USB rounds seem to be working out a lot more than you'd expect.
Quickly moving off as well there. All right, so smoke goes down. It's going to give Evil Geniuses an avenue, and they decided to push right on up to top mid. They'll be right flanking here, but there's plenty here from NiP to counter this. Overwhelming fire there. Tarik will collect the kill with the help of his teammates.
Nice work.
What's going on?
Well
what
done.
A meme.
Yeah.
Twist is what's going on here, man?
This is rough, but EG, they took the full eco. They now have double AWP setups. It's not actually impossible they bring this back, just to be clear. Sure, it looks like disastrous game so far, but they picked this map. Ethan has 20 kills, by the way. The highest fragging player on his team is Stanislaw with 8. What the hell has gone on there? I didn't even realize. I wasn't keeping track of their frags, but that's got to be upsetting for Ethan, who he's delivering how EG should be. The rest of them just can't keep up.
And I believe now Tarik's still at the bottom with 6 frags. Never mind, Brehze is at the bottom with 5.
Yeah,
so it's a real rough one here for Evil Geniuses. Again, sometimes nothing goes right, and then you decide to peek into a Krieg. The Krieg will win that fight, hands down, every time of the week, right, Henry? And Brehze, he will get the double. Nice attempts there from Forrest to turn it around. Twist is here, and he's looking like he wants to pressure Tarik, trying to chase him down, and Tarik, he had gotten headshot, no way out. NiP are now in control of the A site. Smoke going down to block off CT, and there is a real chance now for NiP to clutch through this round.
They can get a really strong plant down here. There's no CT pressure whatsoever. They got REZ patrolling the short position. He's got the AK-47. You know he's hitting one of these shots now. Stanislaw, HP not a factor because he's got the AWP. He needs to nail the shot, which he will. Goes down to 73. He's got a smoke and an incendiary, but no kit. He has to get his skates on right now. They know exactly where he is. Twist waiting on the ramp, and he'll nail the shot. This is clinical from NiP. This is one of the best performances I've seen from them in some time.
This is unreal. Exactly. They are just annihilating Evil Geniuses. Map point already for NiP. This is fixing to be one of the fastest maps of the day here, of the tournament so far, I think.
Yeah, we've had some one-sided first half.
It always seems 16-3. I think IG got blasted, but I mean,
yeah,
it's a very fast first map. If this doesn't pan out here for Evil Geniuses, who will get the buy-in, they will still have money for a couple of rifles to work with. Ethan getting tagged isn't going to help things though, but scouts are the name of the game here for Evil Geniuses as well. NiP taking their time. Upper dark control. They haven't really hit the B site yet, so they can go ahead and say hi over there when they want. Long stack for Evil Geniuses, just trying to get bodies in the field of fire here. slow, measured approach from NiP, and I like to see it.
I think everyone does. This is excellent.
Well, it's a nade game, right? Look at this. The Evil Genius have used almost all of their grenades. NiP, now there's like, great, all right, cool. We get to just use nades everywhere, and there's hardly anything you can do about it.
One thing I've always said about NiP as an organization, they've always been very good in their anti-eco approaches. Obviously not an anti-eco situation now, but they know they're up against lesser weaponry than you'd expect in a full gun round. Great flashbang there. Somehow doesn't lead to a frag. Tarik finds some form here, and obviously a crucial round. It's map point, 15-4 down, but they have an advantage. They're going to need every round in a row here. It's going to be 11 total needed, as we'll see Forrest absolutely eviscerate Ethan at the back there. That's insane.
That's the one.
Yeah, he'll drop the dribble smoke towards B tunnels, but they're making their way up towards the B ram now.
Do they have any smokes? They don't have any flashes left. Oh, the boost. Lekro. Amateur mistakes there, leaving it open. He's going to get picked off, and now there's a man advantage for Evil Geniuses. Could go pushing through. Once again, all of the nearly all of the grenades have been used. REZ has got a smoke for the cross. CeRq is going to go for the peek, and there it is. 3 versus 2 now. Evil Genius is still in this fight. Brehze's got targets to pick from, and he's going to go for it. AK in hand, trying to find one, but he gets taken out, and it's a 2v1 now. Stanislaw doing the best he can to try and draw it out so that NiP cannot get that bomb plant, but now NiP are in control of the site. He's going to try and play it smart and wrap around. Bomb, didn't see if it was planted default or if he decided to plant it on the other side of the boxes. Looks like it was on the other side as well, so protected.
Yeah, he's got no nades, no care, but he has got REZ by the looks of things, but he'll change and look towards the tunnels here. 1 versus 1, but with 1 HP, Stanislaw is in a world of trouble here. We'll see if he can do anything with this one. If Twister sneezes in his general direction, he's going to win the round. 16-4 looks to be written all over the wall at this point. Stanislaw running out of time, has to make noise, and 1 bullet, that's all it'll take. And we'll see if anything can be done here. Stanislaw desperate now, the USP, that should be it. And there we have it. What a performance from the Ninjas that was. 16-4 against one of the most gifted teams in the whole of CSGO, Evil Geniuses. Get absolutely struck by the power of Forrest, especially 28 kills. He didn't quite get the 30, but it was a 20-round game, and 28 is absolutely unreal, Sendra. That's an impressive performance.